your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, hustle for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your, lift it up.
Ooh, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Happy Educational Friday. Happy Educational Friday. Happy Educational Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all get up in here and like the video. I got some good news today. You guys, what's going on, nephew? Son of Jah, what's going on? Listen. So, you know how y'all been asking me about this genealogy and all of this? Well, I found somebody that I'm going to interview today for Educational Friday. She's going to talk about genealogy. She's also going to talk about land and how to get your land back. Y'all running around here following Tariq Nasheed. You see what I'm saying? Running down to the D.C. On the weekend. This lady is gonna talk about educational. This lady's gonna speak about genealogy, how to move forward with it, what to do, resources. She's actually in a fight with the government. Well, not really fight, but she's in court right now getting her land back. She's gotten other people's lands back. Y'all want to get resources, y'all want money. You can't do it without no land. That's why gentrification happened and they move y'all in groups all over the world, Craig. You get what I'm saying? You wonder why you frustrated about the migrants in your doggone neighborhood. See, if you get your land, you ain't got to worry about that. And the land creates resources. When my people wake up and realize that we are owed this entire land, meaning North America, when my cousins from Jamaica, Trinidad, my black Latinos and Latinas, when y'all realize that y'all are owed the entire land, it's gonna be some straightening. It's gonna be a lot going on. I'm telling you now. But what we'll do this evening is we'll talk about that. We just did a homestead live about what was going on with the 48 Abe Lincoln Civil War. We literally just did that. So make sure y'all pull up tonight, 5 o'clock, Educational Friday. We will be talking about how to do genealogy, land, and all of those things, okay? Make sure y'all pull up. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all like the video. Happy birthday, Rosina Red. Girl, today your birthday. Girl, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Faye. Y'all get up in here and like the video. Y'all get up in here and like the video. I need y'all on the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love y'all down to the ground. Who else got a birthday? It's my solar return. Okay, Dimples on Demand. Hey, Vu and Acorn. It's my solar return today. Happy Educational Friday, everyone. Say less. You guys, y'all know what time it is. Is we in Virgo? We left the Leos? We in Virgos now? Girl, Lord, Virgos. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all come up in here, please do not be like, what's them people that was in here acting crazy? What's the people, y'all? Don't be like them people. You know what I'm saying? They were very rude and bullies. They were bullies. Still love them, but they were very rude. Who the people that who that was, y'all, that was in here bullying me every day because somebody's birthday was coming up? You know what I'm saying? Acting a fool. Who was that? What Leos? No, it wasn't the Leos. Was it the Geminis? It wasn't the line as Leos. They was all right. It was somebody else. Was it the Aries? It probably was the Aries. I don't remember. But just, you know, Virgos, come on in. You know, I like the Leos. The Leos was nice. The line as Leos, I don't trust them, but they was nice. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in like them other people. Come in nice, sweet. I love the Cancers, but I'm a Pisces, so that made sense. The Cancers were very calming, very nice. What they be doing on TikTok, demure, whatever the hell that means. You know what I'm saying? It was the Geminis. I know it was them crazy heifers, but come on in like the Cancers and the Lioness Leos. Come on in. No, it was the Aries, because it was right after my birthday. You ain't lying. It was the Aries. It was them, because it was almost like the Aries was hating on the Pisces, and on the day it switched to Aries, girl, all hell broke loose. It was a time. You had to be there. You know what I'm saying? You had to be there. It was definitely the Aries. Please, love y'all Aries, but don't be like the Aries. Please, whatever you do, do not be like the Aries, okay? Shout out to the Aries. Oh, thank you, girl. You gifted me money on your birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Let's get these cakes down in the chat. Y'all say happy birthday to everybody with a birthday today. Get the cakes, the balloons, ice cream, the clowns. I don't know, whatever y'all be putting down here when we do this birthday song. Let's get into it, because we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Let's get into it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, everybody celebrating a birthday today. Rosina Red, shout out to the other young lady, Dimples, I think it was her birthday. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all are nothing short of amazing. I hope you guys have nothing short of an amazing day, amazing weekend, and an amazing month, okay? Love y'all down to the ground. Shout out. Now, Virgos, this y'all first day. Today, the first day for the Virgos, whoever this is, Leo, whoever it is today, please. Now, look, I had an epiphany. You know how that off clap during the song really grinds my gears? I just thought about it. It might have been Dave Chappelle's wife. You know she an almond milk. Y'all know that, right? She an Asian. It might have been her. I know it's somebody that wasn't in the choir. You couldn't have been in the choir clapping like that. So it had to be somebody on the outside just so in awe trying to chime in. You know what I'm saying? But look, it might have been his wife. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Have mercy on me. Girl, he got the Thank you, Poetic the Dancer, for being a member, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Divine Empress, thank you so much. Love and miss you, Vu Mods in chat. Oh, we love and miss you too. Shout out to everybody in the building. Oh yeah, soy. My bad, son. They are soy milk. She's soy milk. She a Asian. Lord have mercy. It might have been her. Anyways, you like the off clap, girl? That off clap blows me to smithereens, girl. It make me want to stop the whole song. I ain't lying. But look, I'm talking too much. We got a lot to discuss. Listen, we got a lot going on today. We gonna Joce, we gonna gag, and we gonna get lit, and we gonna talk about this and culture thing that she said the other day, and we're going to talk about rolling meatball, no neck, no torso, Haitian ignorant behind. We're gonna talk about him because he had something to say about Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, if that's what y'all want to call ourselves. He said that we the ops. Gonna get into it. We gotta get into that. But we gonna talk about some other things as well. Thank you, Courtney, for the super sticker. Listen, we gonna talk about Simone Biles' sister came out and spoke. She had something to say. She had to say what she had to say about Simone and her mama. We're also going to talk about Judge Mathis is getting divorced, girl, after 39 years of marriage. You can't make this up. Okay? Beyonce stood up the people down at the DNC, and the fans were so weird, they made it look like she came and she really didn't. We're also going to talk about the Pep Rally Day 4, DNC Pep Rally Day 4. And it's something else I wanted to talk about. Whatever it is, I got it here. Wait, hold on. Because I'm not, hold on. I'm about to tell you what else we're going to talk about. Oh, and all the celebrities that came out for the Pep Rally for Day 4, child. DNC Pep Rally Day 4. We gonna get into it. Let's start off with Simone Biles' sister. Let's get her on here. Simone Biles' sister had came out and said, y'all need to leave her y'all need to I know y'all love Simone and all of that. She said her and Simone don't have the best relationships, and that's okay. But she said y'all really need to leave her mama alone. Don't drag her mama. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people felt the way about this girl telling her, shut up, shut up. That is that girl mama. What is wrong with people? Y'all gonna ride for your mama too, right, wrong, and indifferent. Y'all not gonna let anybody play with your mama. So the girl came on here and was like, look, I get it. You know, my mama wasn't the best, but that's still my mama. Please leave my mama alone. And she has every right to say those things. But Black American people, Lord have mercy, I don't understand us. Y'all get these faves and y'all go blind. I'd rather go blind, boy. Y'all get these faves and y'all go blind. I don't understand us. They really mad at this girl for saying, don't drag my mama. Because they love Simone Biles. Y'all don't even know these people for real. It's weird, bro. Check this out.
Hey, hi guys. My name is Micah. I'm gonna come on here because I just want to say this really quickly. Because that video of my mom came out and she sent it to me. But I just want to let y'all know I didn't even watch the full video. I really don't care about too much about the video. All I know is what I'm seeing on the internet. And what I want to come to this internet and defend my mom because she might not be everything that we expected for her to be, but at the end of the day, she's still a work in progress, and we give her that. Simone chose not to have a relationship with my mom, which is fine. That was her choice. Me personally, I didn't develop a relationship with my mom until I was 17 years old. It started when I was about 9. It was on and off, because she was still dealing with what she was dealing with at the time, but I'm not going to let y'all get on this internet and try to bash my mom or say anything bad or anything of that sort because she's not a bad person. She's done nothing to Simone. Life happened to her. And that's okay. I'm not mad at her. I understand. Everybody deals with my mom has 8 children. There's Ashley, Tevin, Simone, Adrian, me, Mariah, Shania, Teron, and Shania. From number 1 all the way down to number 8. Simone has 2 full-blood siblings, and everybody else is half-blooded. Ashley has her own dad. Simone, Tevin, and Adria have their dad. And then me and the last 3, me, Mariah, Teron, and Shania have our dad. But I just want to get on this internet and say that I don't want nobody bashing my mom. Because at the end of the day, life happens to everybody. Things happen. But at the end of the day, she was in good hands. She was taken care of sooner rather than later. And that's what I don't like about the story that's being told, or the story that's trying to be written, or the story that's trying to be portrayed. Because at the end of the day, she was good. From 2 years old and up, she was good. She was good, whether it be with my mom or not. And I'm not going to speak for Simone and how she can feel or whatever the case may be, because each and every one out of 8 of us deal with our own feelings about the situation. But don't get on this internet doing too much of my mom, because she tried. And if Simone doesn't want that relationship, she's not going to push her for that relationship until she wants it. Like she said, whenever she's ready, she's ready. But on the same coin, it's not like my mom was not trying to be there. That's the part that y'all aren't getting. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, she's dealing with what she was dealing with. So how could she be there? She, like I said, back when I was 9, and mind you, I'm younger than Simone. By 3 years, I'm younger than Simone. So she was dealing with what she was dealing with. And everybody dealing with it, how they dealing with it. And that's okay. Ain't nobody mad at her. I have my own problems with Simone, but I'm not going to get on this internet and do too much on that because I already tried, and y'all tried to fake ass bash me for that. So I'm not going to do that because y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just jealous or whatever. But at the end of the day, I just wanted my sister. So it is what it is. But all I'm asking is not too much on my mom. Thank you. Okay. Hi, guys.
All right. So that's what the girl had to say. I didn't find anything wrong with what this girl was saying. Basically what she was saying. First of all, I didn't know the lady had 8 kids. So this is my question. Hold on, back up. I just thought about it. That lady had 8 kids. But now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe that he should be responsible for all 8 kids. Maybe he took the first 3, you know what I mean? And was like, I can't do all of that. You keep getting pregnant. Who knows? But her mama had 8 children? Jeez Louise. Yeah, she had 8 kids, boozy bitch. Yeah, she had 8 kids. 8. I thought it was just 3 the way they be posting the pictures. That girl said they got 8 kids. They got 8. It's 8 of them. Okay. Now, she has 3 baby daddies. All right, B-Dub. That makes sense. All right, listen. Let me say this. This is how I feel about it. The girl was on here saying, because listen, this is what's happening. Because people love Simone, anything that they think or deem to be negative on her, they automatically attack it. So for instance, the mama came out and did an interview and said, you know, Simone could reach out to me, blah, 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 blah. We all disagree. Girl, you are the mom. Like, that don't go like that. Typically, you should be reaching out to her. You the one left. Simone didn't leave you, you know. But ultimately, I told you guys, it's up to Simone what Simone wants to do and how she wants to move forward with her mother, because that at the end of the day, that is still her mama. That's still her mama. Regardless, she could be the worst mother on the face of this earth. That is still Simone Biles' mom. So however Simone want to move forward with her mom, I think as us, as people, we need to stay out of that. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with us. I get it. They came to the internet. They brought it to us. We could voice our opinions. That's cool. But that is still that girl mama. That's it. Period. That's it. Now her sister's coming out because people are so idol worshiping that they will drag this girl mama. And this is the gag. They got people dragging this girl mama, and this girl mama ain't did nothing to you. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad that you would drag this lady mama like that? And it's only because you care and you love Simone Biles, or what you think to be Simone Biles. So now the sister comes out and say, look, my mama wasn't perfect. To be honest, she had 8 of us. It wasn't just 3. She had 8 of us. She had her thing going, blah, 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 blah. She could have been better. I got issues with my sister. I'm still working on a relationship with my mama. But just please don't bash my mama. That is not a hard ask. That is not a hard ask. What if it was you and your mama, you could have the worst relationship with your mama. If somebody outside of you and your siblings play with your mama, you riding that dawn. You want to know. You windmilling. Why do y'all find it so? If you have anything going on in your inside that you want to project, that's one thing. But how in the world is y'all mad at this girl for saying, please just don't go hard on my mama? No matter what type of mama she was to them people, because she wasn't your mama. She wasn't your mama. Let me say that again. She wasn't your mama. Why are you so mad? You don't know these people. You don't know these people. Only thing the sister says is, look, just y'all take it easy on my mama, because I know we have our issues, whatever, but that's still my mama. Ain't nobody in this chat gonna sit up here and be okay with somebody with the internet bashing their mama, regardless if you have a relationship with her, if you're close to her or not. I don't understand why y'all mad at this girl. I know why you mad. Because you're an idolater. You're worshiping a fucking girl who flips. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all worshiping a little bitty bitch who flip. Let's talk about it. You know how I get when I see y'all windmilling behind these celebrities. It make me drag them. Y'all around here worshiping a little bitty bitch who flip. And that's the reason why you would rather drag this girl mama, drag her sister. That was in the comments, dragging her sister, because you bitches want to be idolaters to a little bitty bitch who know how to do backflips and shit. That's just plain and simple. Y'all are weird. Y'all are freaking weird. If the girl just saying go easy on my mama, just like you would want the people to go easy on your mama, do so. Don't drag that lady mama. Y'all don't know the ins and outs of what's going on. Y'all don't know what's really going on. But because y'all want to be so much into, oh, my fave, y'all just went in on this girl and her mama, and y'all don't know the ins and outs of what's going on. Idolaters is what you are. Idolaters is what you are. Idolaters is what you are.
Idolater, your soul is required in hell.
Y'all gotta get y'all lives together, and that's why they use these celebrities to play in y'all face, because y'all slavery slow. Y'all Jim Crow slow and slavery stupid sometimes. It don't matter if she's done it before. That's not your fight. B-Dub, let them people handle what they handling. That ain't for you to go on here and bash that girl mama. If the girl come on here and say, y'all, go easy on my mama, what's so wrong about that? What's so wrong? I don't understand y'all. Y'all is crazy. If all the girl saying is, yo, I get it. We got our thing going. Just go easy on my mama. And y'all really mad at somebody saying go easy on my mama. How about this? All the people who dragging that girl mama, get your mom up here and let us drag her. How about that? Get all the people who dragging that girl mama, put your mom up here so we could drag her. Yeah, let's do that. How about that? Since y'all so mad at this girl mama, what that lady ate ain't make you shit. She didn't shit you out. So I don't understand why y'all so mad. Put your mom up here and let us drag her for weeks at a time. How about that? Y'all better stop with that, man. And look at the comments on this girl. The girl wasn't disrespectful. She didn't say nothing negative about Simone. Look at the people in the comments. Hold on. The bonnet and the robe tell me everything I need to know. Hold on. She be smoking them grape Swisher Sweets. Now they're attacking the girl. Y'all have to stop with that. That's that. You know what, Empress? Thank you for saying this, Empress Evelyn. Hold on. You literally just put the hammer to the nail. These are the facts. Y'all are miserable. And y'all wait to log in to just make other people miserable because you are miserable. This lady did nothing to you or me. And the fact that y'all windmilling with y'all head down like this is crazy. That's weird. That needs to be studied. Y'all hate y'all lives when y'all log out, huh? And again, I'm not mad at people who have an opinion. I'm talking about the people who dragging this lady for no reason. You don't know her. You don't know Simone. Simone, for you, why is you? What is Simone behind the scenes? And I'm not saying she is, but let's go with it. Because a lot of y'all get these representatives from these celebrities, and y'all really think y'all be knowing these people. What if Simone is really a little bitty evil baby doll behind the scenes? And I'm not saying that she is, but what if she's not who you think she is? Now, I'm not saying that means she deserves to be left by her mama. But what I'm saying is you're defending what you believe to be somebody because you like the way the bitch do a backflip. Y'all is crazy. It's one thing to have an opinion. It's one thing to feel like, yo, y'all, you know, I don't like this. The mama shouldn't have did that. We all had that opinion. But to drag this lady mama and drag the girl because she literally just got up here and was like, yo, y'all kind of go easy on my mama. We got our issues going on. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all different. But I tell you what, was propaganda. Because I tell you what, y'all ain't going to put your mo up here. While y'all dragging this lady mama, get your mo up here. Get her up here so we can drag her. Let's make her go viral. I bet you don't want to do that because then you're going to have to get the windmilling for your mom, whether you like her or not. That is a natural instinct. This is what I'm telling y'all. There's a natural instinct, a maternal natural instinct for a child to want to be connected to their mother. It's natural. You don't fix it. You don't turn it. You don't twist it. You are born with it. That's why you are born with an umbilical cord that connects you to the womb, to the mother. There's nothing wrong, even if you've never met your mother, even if your mother didn't raise you. It is natural for the sister to still have some sort of love and connection to her mother to where she wants to protect her. That is natural. Her mother, even if she shitted her out and walked away, she nurtured her for 9 months in the womb. That's what she's supposed to do. And you should do as well. And there's nothing wrong with having an opinion. But dragging the girl and dragging her mama, that's when I look at y'all like, y'all crazy. Not y'all, but I'm saying the people who doing it. You know what I'm saying? I look at you like, first of all, you're a hypocrite. Because if it was your mother, you would not want that to happen. You would be doing whatever it is to do to protect your mother. If that was your mother, but it's not your mother. And either one or two things is going on in your brain. Either you worship this girl so much that you would go against the girl mama when she don't even go against her mama. That girl, Simone, ain't never came on here and said nothing negative or crazy or weird or wild about her mama. So you would rather go and windmill on this girl's mama because you worship her, or you just miserable. And y'all just be looking for a reason to log in because you hate your life. You look for a reason to log in and drag somebody else. That's what it looked like to me. That part. People are walking around in a trance over these celebrities. Absolutely. Y'all let them people do what they got to do with their family, bruh. That ain't wrong. That girl ain't asked y'all. That girl ain't saying nothing wrong. She could have got on here and cursed y'all the fuck out. That's what I would have did. Because y'all gonna drag me anyway. The fuck I come on here trying to be what do you call it? What I'm gonna come on here trying to be doggone professional for? I'd have got on here and cursed you bald head bitches. On my soul. Girl, I ain't about to come on here and be nice because y'all gonna drag me anyway. I would have came on here and cursed these bitches that, girl, do you hear me? Do you hear me? That's what she should have did. But she came on here in a nice way and was like, listen, y'all please be easy on my mama. They go to dragging a girl. All because you like Simone Biles. Girl, fuck Simone Biles. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to her though. She did win at the Olympics, but still. Fuck her. She not bigger than the culture. She's not. Nobody is bigger than the culture. And we need to fix our culture too. But let's move on. Let's move on. Because I'd have cursed y'all ass out. I ain't gonna lie. She better than me. Especially if I'm gonna come on here in that binding and y'all gonna drag me anyway. Girl, I'd have got on here and said, listen here, you raggedy, funky, dirty, cheesy. Girl, I would have dragged you bitches to high holy hell. Then I would have logged out and deactivated all my pages. Just for about a week or two, because with Negroes, they with the internet, it don't take long. They gonna forget about it in a couple of days. I'd have just deactivated all my stuff for about a couple of weeks. Then I'd have came back like nothing happened. Sure would have. Would have did that. Y'all crazy, bro. All right, let's move on. Girl, hold on. I don't want to go here yet. Who else I said on this docket? Cardi B. So as you know, guys, Cardi B, and we're going to talk about this later too. Well, not later, but tomorrow, girl. Cardi B is suing Storm Monroe because Storm Monroe got on here and said some crazy stuff. Now, I'm a blogger. We report the news and we give our opinions. You know what I mean? But goddamn, boy, Storm Monroe really went in. Did a video on it at the Dollhouse. Y'all want to check it out? Y'all got to see this, girl. Hold on. Oh, matter of fact, I already reposted it. Girl, y'all got to see what Storm said about Cardi B. And we going to get... Jeez Louise, take the wheel, girl. Take the wheel. It was a time on the internet today. And I was in the chat last night when Storm Monroe responded and he dragged her again, child. I don't know. I know for me, I'd have just let it ride. But Storm said, fuck it, I ain't got no money anyway. Let's roll with it. Girl, let's get into it, girl. Hold on. Girl, look what Storm said about Cardi B, girl. And Cardi, don't come over here dragging me. I'm just telling the people what they said, okay?
Now, Cardi needs to put some work on her. You know she gonna do it. But the problem is that Cardi admitted to some of what she does to Offset. Cardi's been trying to dominate Offset and use domination spells on Offset for years. And it doesn't work. They're still married. Like, he ain't divorced her, but he doesn't give up about her.
Now, this is the problem. He's saying this as if he know it is fact. Now, if he had receipts to back this up, then he could say it. But the problem is, he's saying it as if it's fact. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing to give your opinion and say, I believe she might be doing witchcraft. That's one thing. But to just jump out the window like, oh, I noticed, I think that's where the problem lies. Let's go.
At all. It ain't stopped her from cheating. It ain't stopped. So I don't know what Offset practices. I don't know if he has protection as well. But Cardi ran that mouth a little bit too much, admitted to what she does to Offset, and the mama whooped that ass.
It's the way.
Why doesn't it work?
Wait, girl. I love the way he said that. And the mama whoop that ass. Girl, that was the part that got me. Hold on.
Ass.
Hold on. Let me back him up a little more.
But Cardi ran that mouth a little bit too much, admitted to what she does to Offset, and the mama whoop that ass.
And then how he sat back after he said it. He said it and sat back like, bitch, and what? This is the problem. Show us the receipts. All right. If the mama whipped that ass, show us the fight. Get us somebody on here who was at the fight. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go back, girl.
Why doesn't it work? I don't know. I don't go to Offset spiritual protection. I don't know what Offset practices. And I'm gonna be honest with you. All that magic and shit that I know Cardi does. I don't know what Offset does, but at least that Cardi does. I wonder if some of that was the cause of like Takeoff being taken out.
You know she's very sensitive about that part, the Takeoff part. Y'all know she's very sensitive about the Takeoff part. When people accuse her of having something to do with it, you know, she's very sensitive. But this is the thing. Cardi is super sensitive, period. She do too much. Cardi, why? Girl, I wouldn't know what, if I was Cardi B, I wouldn't know what y'all got going on Twitter and all that. Girl, I wouldn't be on here. She's sensitive, right? Abundance, she's sensitive about every little thing. And I get it, she's pregnant, and I would blame it on that. But girl, you do this when you're not pregnant. But as a blogger, I have to say this. Storm is wrong for saying it so matter-of-factly. He's not wrong for saying it, because if he would have worded it like, I seen her, because last night he went live and showed her pictures at an altar. If he'd have went live and posted a picture of her with an altar and been like, I believe she practiced Santeria or whatever they call it, because look, this her by the altar. That's different. But Storm was on here saying things like as if he saw it with his own eyes, like, and the mama whooped that ass. Mind you, he said that it happened recently as well. So Cardi responds, send him a DM saying, okay, I'm going to sue you. The problem is Cardi is super duper sensitive, bro. Like, and I get it because what Storm did last night was true. Storm basically said, yo, everybody's saying this about you. Why me? Well, first of all, because you went viral. Let's talk about it. That's literally why. Because you went viral. Secondly, you were saying some crazy egregious stuff. I ain't gonna lie. You were saying some crazy stuff. I ain't gonna lie, Storm. You were saying it and you was running it like, you know what I'm saying? You were running it like you know it to be a fact. You know what I mean? Now, if you look at Cardi, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? And I've always said that these celebrities be on some demonic stuff. Duh. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. Look at her putting up the signs while she's pregnant. But, you know, her man done left her again. She pregnant. She pale. So, you know, here she go. Fucking with another blogger. That's all. But this the gag, Cardi. If he ain't got nothing to give you, girl, then what? How many? If he ain't got nothing to give you, then what? Like, you doing all of this because you and your feelings. You know what I mean? That's really what this is about. You doing all of this because you in your feelings. You get super triggered when the people say something you did had connection with Takeoff. You get super triggered. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be upset too, but I ain't gonna lie. The way you be responding, Cardi, I ain't gonna lie. What's going on? What's going on? She been looking extra light, girl. She must have ran out of tanning cream. You feel me? She must have ran out of tanning cream. I ain't gonna lie. Storm had about almost 6,000 people in that live last night, girl. And I didn't know that many people hated Cardi. Girl, about 6,000 people was dragging Cardi for filth. I ain't know that. I did not know that many people don't like Cardi. I don't be in the rap girl beat, so I didn't know. Girl, 6,000 people was dragging Cardi last night. I know it was y'all. I know how y'all roll. I know how y'all get down. I know how y'all roll, and I know how y'all get down. I know it was the Barbs. Okay? At least a lot of y'all was the Barbs. But, yeah. Yeah, Sean, I watched Sean live yesterday, too. When because I didn't go live yesterday. I was tired. I didn't feel like it. I watched Sean live. Sean dragged them too. You know, Sean. This nigga Sean said, what Sean said? Sean said, because you beige and you broke or something like that. You broke and you beige. And then he got under the table, girl. I was weak. Sean had me weak. Every time Sean dragged him, though, it be having me weak. But I ain't gonna lie. Storm capitalized. That nigga had 6,000 people. That nigga had 6,000 people in that live last night. as he should. And let me say this too. Cardi think because she won that suit with Tasha that she's going to be able to sue anybody who says something that she don't like. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not crazy or I'm not weird. I know that it's certain things you can't just go out and say. If you want to know why that is, thank the tabloids. Back in the day when they used to put it in the magazine by the grocery store. Remember the grocery store when you check out? They used to have it in the tabloids, stuff like Michael Jackson was seen with an alien type. It would be crazy stuff. Thanks to the tabloids, these celebrities are fighting back because they are people too. You know what I mean? So I get that. But Cardi's problem is Cardi thinks that she's going to be able to sue anybody she wants when she get mad. That don't go like that. That don't go like that, Barty. Barty, that don't go like that. You know what I mean? Now, if you stop coming on the internet telling us you and your nigga is broken up or he cheating, we wouldn't know. Why don't you be like them other big celebrities? Girl, we don't know what's going on until them people get divorced. We be going, what? What happened? What is going on? That's how we be. But not Cardi. Cardi want us to know every time this nigga out the door. And it's weird. It's kind of like insecure. So Cardi going back and forth with everybody online, right? Somebody said she want Offset to know how, because they were talking about her saying she found an apartment. She want Offset to know something. This is what the girl said. She want Offset to know how the pregnancy going. Like, girl, just say you had on a wig and block them. And then she says, girl, what are you talking about? If I tell him the baby wants a cheesecake and I want my puss 8, he coming. That's not. So you mean to tell me your husband could leave the house and all you got to do is call him and he coming back and you think that you on top by doing that? You're not. That's not a good thing. That's your husband. He's supposed to be at the house with you every day, girl. You always telling us how he leaving you. Just because you can call him to come drop peen off don't mean that you winning, girl. Like, what are you doing? That is your husband. That's not your baby daddy. I know you call him your baby father, whatever you be doing. That is your husband. He's supposed to be home. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, if I call him, he gonna come back. Why is he not there? Let's start that first. See, you starting in the middle, Barty. Start at the beginning. Why ain't he already there? I found that to be odd, Barty. You thought it was a clapback, but it didn't clap back like you thought it was. You know how it clapped back? When Ja Rule came back at 50 saying, we gonna clap back, we gonna clap back. Y'all remember that whack-ass song Ja Rule did? When he came back at 50, when 50 ended his career, that's how her clapback was. It was like that, I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. That was that type of clapback. It didn't hit the way you thought it was gonna hit. You know what I mean? It didn't go the way you thought it was going to go. You know, I know you was in the studio. I know you was tweeting like, oh, this about to hit him. You know what I'm saying? But when it actually landed, it fell flat. That's how I feel about it. So now they were saying she was bleaching while she pregnant. Somebody said she said, this girl says, has Cardi been bleaching her skin? No, she's naturally pale. She's a clear woman. She's skin milk. See, y'all let these people put this dye on them. Erica Mena do it too. Y'all let these celebrities put this dye on them, and y'all get to believing they're really Afro-Latinas because they said it. She's not bleaching. She's going into her natural skin. She's a pale Latina. She's a pale Latina. Hugs and kisses is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sonny. Happy birthday, Sonny. I hope you have a wonderful day. So look, she gonna respond to this. Bleaching while pregnant. Why y'all be so dumb? Actually, no, I'm pregnant. I'm slightly anemic, girl. This baby sucking all the energy off my body to the point I'm pale, eyes sunken, veins green as F. That's that colonizer coming out. Ain't she just? It looked like she's look. It looked like she describing a what do you call it? A reptilian. I don't know no black women who get pregnant and they getting green veins and all of that. Look what she said. It sounds like a vampire. This baby sucking all the energy off my body to the point I'm pale. Think about a vampire, a zombie or something. Yeah, a zombie, girl. Eyes sunken, veins green as F. Can't tan under the sun because I get hot super fast and dizzy. Please stop thinking with your Cardi. This is another one. I got 100 guns on 100 clips. This is another one of them, Cardi. Oh my God. Why would you describe yourself like that? Why would you describe yourself like that? Oh my God. Are you a reptilian? What is going on? Sunken eyes, pale skin. Girl, are you a werewolf? She must be having a boy. You know them boys take everything out you. Girl, that girl see eyes sunken in, pale skin, green. She said the veins is not just green. She said they're green as F. That's big. That's big. But if y'all want to know why Cardi is pale, because that's her natural color. She just said it. I got to go to the sun and tan, but I can't go because I get dizzy and hot. That is a clear woman. Why y'all running around here letting her go nigga, 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 nigga. You see the real Barty. You get it? This is the real Barty, the vampire. Okay? Y'all sitting around here letting her say nigga because she from the Bronx, the boogie down. Or because, well, she from Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic. All of them people is black. No, they not. They got conquistadors over there like they got colonizers over here. What are you talking about? She's a pale woman. You're seeing the real Cardi. That's why her belly look like she albino. You get it? Y'all got to be strong. Y'all got to be strong. It's weird, ain't it? Ain't it weird? You used to having a little color on it. Them people be spray tanning and all type of stuff. Girl, please. They be spray tanning and all type of stuff. Darrell says, hey, boo, it's probably the baby reacting to her BBLs and her body rejecting the baby. Child. Oh, you cutting up, Darrell? Darrell said this is when death becomes her Barty style. Now, you know, last time I said that she had the live age restricted. When we were talking about the movie, she had the live age restricted. Matter of fact, I don't think, let me see if I can find when I was dragging her and what's the other girl name? Erica Mena. Girl, they turned around and had the lives restricted. I dragged Cardi for filth. I did and don't regret it. Girl, they restricted the whole live. Girl, y'all should have been there. Y'all should have seen it. Girl, you two, girl, we can't put this out there. I said, why? I said, what did I do? Girl, they said, girl, we taking, we got a, Sure did, girl. It was a time. Y'all had to be there. But yeah, girl, it's giving death becomes her. She gonna get paler too. Because she just at the what? In the middle of her pregnancy? Hold on, let me go back. I want to show y'all the cover art for Death Becomes Her, girl. Y'all had to be there, girl. This was a fire movie. Do you hear me? I still ain't got a chance to go back and watch it. This was a fire movie. Death Becomes Her. They were drinking that serum so they won't die. And they still look young, but their bodies was falling apart. Girl, you had to be there. Let me go to the thing so y'all can see it. I don't want to go to Amazon. Hold on. Can y'all see this? Look at that. You see that? Look, her head turned on the other side. See her head turned backwards? And see this lady got a candle through her stomach? That's going to be Cardi. Allegedly. Cardi, don't come over here with that ugly ass shit, girl. That's going to be Cardi. If you want to know the premise of the movie, these rich, clear women, they rich. And they don't, and they I think they movie stars. I ain't seen it in years and years and years. Look, and they don't want to ever grow old. They don't want to get wrinkles and all of that. So they take this serum and it makes them always look good. But the thing is, their body still falls apart. Girl, one of the ladies fell down the stairs, girl. When that lady fell down the stairs and that whole body went to crumble up like a piece of paper, girl. Death Becomes Her. Y'all go watch that movie. It's a fire movie. They look good, but they ain't worth a dime on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Their body really, you know what I'm saying? They really like The Walking Dead, but they still alive. I don't know what month Cardi at right now, but it's giving Cardi about 8 months. Woo! You gonna be looking like that lady on Death Becomes Her, girl. You better stay inside. Go outside or something. Go let the people paint your skin or something, girl. I don't know. Child, it was a time you had to be there. Let's move on. Cardi, stop being so sensitive. Them people gonna drag you anyway. You a celebrity, girl. That's what they do. Okay? That's what they do. Now, listen, we're gonna get into Judge Greg Mathis. He got a divorce after 39 years. Do you hear me? Judge Greg Mathis is divorcing after 39 years of marriage. That's crazy, but I understand. That's crazy, but I understand. We're going to get it up here. I think I got his picture on here. No, I don't want to use that because it didn't crop right. All right. Hold on. Let me go get Judge Mathis, girl. Judge Mathis is divorcing after 39 years of marriage. That is crazy. But you know what? Let me say this too. While I look for this, what you call them? A lot of people be in marriages and be miserable. The only difference between today and in the future, in the past, is that the women are deciding, I'm going to just dip. You see what I'm saying? See, back then, you didn't leave. You stayed and you was miserable. That's why y'all grandmas and y'all grandpas slept in different rooms. Y'all didn't catch that tea? Y'all didn't catch that tea, huh? That's why y'all grandma and y'all grandpa used to sleep in different rooms. They hated each other. I can remember when we was young. I know I was in elementary and we didn't move out Gentilly to the east till I was in like 3rd grade. I went to third grade in the East. So I had to be about first, second grade. I can remember these clear people that lived around the corner from us. They children used to play with my sister, Debbie, and it was Debbie and I forgot the other sister name. But they mom and daddy was married for 20 years back then, and they got divorced. And girl, everybody was like, what? 20 years? 20 years? That was back. Now today, at 39 years, a lot of people feeling like, oh, yeah, they should have just stuck it out. Man, everybody ain't doing that no more. Everybody not doing that no more. Some people like, nah, we not rolling like that. No. If I'm still able to move around, I'm still able to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to dip. I'm about to dip. And that lady look like she could still go travel, have a good time. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I get people who talk about the covenant of marriage, but if it's not love there, why would you stay? If y'all literally hate each other, why would you stay? Like, so you make yourself miserable so that you could say you married so that people won't judge you? That don't go like that. Now, again, I don't promote divorce, but what I'm saying is, who knows what she was going through in that marriage with him? He always been gone, and he a celebrity. He could have been cheating for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? It could be a whole slew of things. You know, he could have money issues. He could have a gambling. I'm not saying he do. I'm just saying things that could come up. He could have a gambling problem. They could just be butting heads every single day. You know what I mean? Maybe she only stayed that long because of the kids. And then one day she woke up and was like, you know what? I'm tired of this nigga. I don't give a damn if we've been married. You know what I mean? Because this is how I go. You get married for the people who stay married for the kids. This is how I go. You get married, right? And then you got kids. You can't stand this nigga. You want to divorce him, but you're like, I can't really do that because I need him around for these kids. So you stay for the kids. Boom. After you stay for the kids, right? The kids get out the house. Most people be like, well, shit, I done stayed 20 years. I might as well ride it out. Maybe she did that. And maybe at year 39, the straw broke the camel back. I don't know which straw it was. And she said, you got to go. And she leaving. And that's big too. Thank you, B-Dub. The kids be knowing y'all don't like each other. The kids know y'all dragging each other. They be hearing y'all in the room fussing. So what you staying for? What you staying for? Then you think them kids don't know y'all cussed each other out and you done called them everything but the child of God and almost told them you was gonna bat the piss out? Do you think them children don't hear that? Girl. So my girl said she leaving. On that midnight train to Georgia. You coming to Georgia, Miss Mathis? Girl, Miss Mathis said, I'm done. Listen, it says Judge Mathis star Greg Mathis heading to divorce after wife Linda files for legal split after 39 years of marriage. Judge Greg Mathis and his wife Linda are headed to divorce court after 39 years of marriage. The 64-year-old television arbitrator and Linda got married in June 1985, and she listed irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split, according to an article on Thursday by TMZ. Linda listed their date of separation as July 17th, according to court documents. Greg and Linda have 2 adult daughters and 2 adult sons. Linda asked for spousal support in the filing and asked to move to block the court's ability to award Greg with spousal support. That lady probably been going through hell and high. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying it's possible she had been going through hell and high water in their marriage. And she just had enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she stayed and stuck it out for X amount of years for them churn. And then once they got older, she was like, I'm out this bitch. People do that every day. It's just odd because it's at 39 years. You know what I'm saying? And listen, let's be clear. Miss Mathis looks good, honey. Miss Mathis looks good, honey. While y'all over here talking about 39 years where? Look at Miss Mathis right here, baby. Oh, no, ma'am. Miss Mathis could still go get her man. listen, I told this, I had a homegirl, who used to go back and forth with her old man, and I kept telling her, bitch, y'all been doing this for 10 years. You better leave while you can still go get you somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Now you can do another 10, you're gonna be old and raggedy, ain't nobody gonna want your ugly ass. Girl, please, you better go now. You know what I'm saying? Miss Mathis could still go get her a man, baby. Miss Mathis could go sit at a bar. Listen, I know how to get men. And I know how to make them come to me. Miss Mathis could go sit down at a bar, cross her legs, order her a cocktail and an appetizer. Do you hear me? And somebody's gonna come up to her and say, hey, how you doing? And when she go to order her next drink, they're gonna say, put it on, have small talk. That's where Miss Mathis is, baby. Y'all better wake up. I don't blame Miss Mathis. What I'm sitting around with him for, the nigga been, I'm just saying if this is the case. The nigga been cheating 40 years. He been giving me issues. Me and this nigga been butting heads. Girl, please. I'm about to go sit down at the bar. Do you hear me? I'm going to sit down at the bar, cross my legs, order me a cocktail and an appetizer. Somebody's husband or somebody's son is going to walk through the door and sit next to me. And he's going to make small talk. And we're going to laugh and kiki. Oh, that's so crazy. And then when the bartender come back and say, would you like another cocktail? I'm going to say, yeah, can I? She's going to say, yes, I'll take another cocktail. And the man who been sitting there kikiing with me is going to say, put it on my tab. And then they're going to get to talking again. I'm telling you, this is how it go for me. I can't talk to nobody else. This is how it goes for me. So I know Miss Mathis what she going to do. So then she's going to continue to talk because now he done bought a drink. Okay. And they're going to get the, oh, where you from? I'm from here. Oh, okay. What do you do? Oh, I do this. Oh, I do that. Oh, okay. Bye. And when she asks for her tab, if the conversation went good enough, he's going to say, I'll take care of it. But even if he don't, that's cool. He done bought 3-4 drinks now. We already 3-4 drinks in. It don't matter. I'll take the food. I'll take the first drink and the appetizer that I bought. It's cool. I do that. Because you already bought the last 3 drinks. It's cool. And then when I ask for my tab and I paid my tab, right? Right when I get up to leave, he's going to say, hey, before you leave, is there any way I could contact you later at another time? Maybe we can get another drink? Oh, yeah, of course. Take down my number. And then he going to pull out his phone and he going to put the number in his phone. And Miss Mathis is going to switch away like that lady did on Ready to Waiting to Exhale. Remember the fat one, Loretta Devine character? When she said, oh God, I hope he's not looking. And she turned around and was like, he's looking. And she went to twisting harder. That's what Miss Mathis is going to do because that's what I do. That's what I do. Oh, you got to twist real hard when you walk away. Oh, yes, ma'am. You want him texting you when you get home. Oh, did you make it home? Yes, I did. Oh, I had a really good time. Oh, so did I. I look forward to seeing you again. Yes. That's how that goes. And Miss Mathis is still looking like she could do just that. So shout out to Miss Mathis. Now, again, I don't promote divorce, but there's something made that lady after 39 years say, I'm up out of here. And whatever it was, if she feel like 39 years later, I'm out of here, it is what it is. Right, Abundance? Look, switch so hard your legs catch on fire, girl, chafing and all, trying to switch so that ass can pop side to side. You feel me? Listen to me. You almost breaking ankles trying to switch to walk away, bitch. I want that ass to go bop, 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 and I want that nigga head to go bop, bop. You feel me? Yes, ma'am. You want the game? That's how you do. Listen. A lot of women be attracting real jacked up dudes because y'all don't know how to have that essence, first of all. Number 2, y'all don't know how to play the game. Girl, go down to the bar. But listen, don't go to Applebee's. Listen, it's about location. Location. Do not carry your ass down to Applebee's thinking you going to get that type. Because the nigga going to sit next to you and be like, can you give me a ride? No, that don't go like that. I'm going to give you the game. You go down to one of them bars, one of them lounges. Don't go to a club, God forbid. Don't go to a club. You go to a lounge, or you go to, an after-hour spot. If you're gonna go to a restaurant, go somewhere where they don't have a 2 for $20. Yeah, B-Dub. Go somewhere where they don't have a 2 for $20. And you order you a cocktail, and you order you an appetizer, and you sit at the bar and you sip and you eat cute. Somebody's husband or somebody's son is gonna walk through there and sit next to you and make small talk, and there you go. Now, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make them drink. If you don't have a personality, then it ain't gonna work. Okay? If you don't, I'm telling you now, if you don't, you could be a bad girl. If you don't have a personality, it ain't gonna work. But if you do, there you go. I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. Now there you go. Okay? I'm just telling you. I've been doing that, girl, all my life. Please. I used to go to, look, I kept the Rue Chris, Real Talk with Miss J, the Rue Chris downtown on Canal Street in New Orleans. Girl, they used to have a happy hour. Let me show you, let me teach you in my Tasiki voice. They used to have a happy hour at the Rue Chris on Canal Street in New Orleans. On this, I think it was like a Tuesday. On this Tuesday, they used to do at Rue Chris. Rue Chris, $100 easy walking through the door. But no, they used to do little small plate appetizers from 5 to, I want to say 7 or 8 or something like that. The small plate appetizer, you can get them for like $10, $15 a pop, and you can get the drinks on sale, $10, $15. Girl, you take you about $50 and you go down there. Don't go down there expecting the nigga to pay. Always have the money for what you're going to do. But I used to go sit down there, put something cute on and cross my legs at the bar. Do you hear me? All them men with them coats on. And I don't mean jackets, bitch. I mean them suit coats, them suit jackets, girl. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm just saying. Shout out to Miss Mathis. You ain't got to always have the money. You just got to be accessible. Now you carry your ass down to Applebee's, TGI Fridays. That may not go like that. Girl, let's move on. Anybody else I wanted to talk about before we get into the politics? We did some Beyonce, girl. Girl, why them people lied and said Beyonce was coming to the doggone thing? Why would them people do that? Why would them people do that? Them people done went down there and said Beyonce was coming to the DNC rally. See, y'all thought because Beyonce came out there and sang for Hillary, y'all just assumed that Beyonce was going to pull up for this lady. Now, I'm not saying she's not pulling up later, but it was rumored yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was going around rumors that Beyonce was going to be at the DNC rally, right? Well, turns out the lie detector test determined that was a lie. That was a lie. Her publicist or whatever was like, I don't know who it was. We getting into it. Was like, girl, Beyonce is not going to be there, but shout out to the DNC. Look. It says, representative for Beyonce shuts down reports alleging she was set to perform at the DNC. Beyonce was never scheduled to be there. Well, a rep for Beyonce has shut down the rumors alleging she was going to perform at tonight's DNC. Beyonce was never scheduled to be there. A representative tells Hollywood Reporter. The report of a performance is untrue. Look, TMZ said Beyonce performing at DNC's final tonight. Beyonce is in Chicago and getting ready to pop out for Kamala Harris on the final night of the Democratic National Convention, TMZ has learned. Girl, TMZ, why did y'all lie to them people like that? Why would y'all do that, TMZ? Y'all know the Beehive get the swarming and acting crazy. Girl, I was on Sherelle's World. Shout out to Sherelle's World. She hurried up and got off talking about, I gotta go watch Beyonce perform at the DNC. Poor Sherelle. She probably had done took her wig off and got comfortable. All for to be lied to. TMZ, y'all wrong for that. Y'all don't do that to the people now. Don't do that to the people, TMZ. Y'all wrong for that now. Them people went, got comfortable, put their clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Got their little wine and their little charcuterie board. You know, the Beehive think they really think they above all the rest of the girls. So they probably got their charcuterie board, their wine, you know what I'm saying? And sat down for the DNC and went through the whole thing and was no Beyonce. TMZ, y'all wrong for that. Y'all are wrong for that. Messing with them people. Y'all wrong for that. Don't do that to them folks. This how desperate the Beehive was to see Beyonce. Check it out. Girl, they got Beyonce. Look. They done cropped her in. Listen to me and listen to me good. The Beehive is, they y'all next level. I ain't gonna lie. They done cropped her into the DNC performance, girl. Look. Why would they, girl, who did this? They wrong for that. They wrong for that. Girl, y'all next level though. Who did this? They done cropped her. They done put her up there. Oh, she didn't make it. Don't worry. She gonna be there. They done put the lady up there, girl. That is different. That is different, ain't it? Girl, they done put poor Beyonce, girl. Y'all should have paid to get a hologram. That's what y'all should have did. They should have got a hologram of Beyonce on there. They should have put the hologram up there. Look, girl, they got the audience and everything. Girl, Beehive, y'all different. Y'all different, girl. Mila. Y'all different, girl. What is going on? What section of the Beehive is this, Mila? Mila, what section of the Beehive is this? I'm trying to see something. What section? Is this the people who be on the floor at the concerts? What section is this? Girl, what section is this? Or is these the people in the nosebleeds? What is going on? Girl, that's crazy. Somebody say the Beehive need to sue TMZ. Girl, don't tell them that. They're going to really gather their things together and do a class action. Don't do that. Please don't put it in the Beehive to tell them to sue them people. They're going to get a class action lawsuit by the end of the evening, girl. They're going to be done filed before Monday. And the courthouse don't even open on the weekend. Girl, that is a time. Amazing said the pork and beans section of the Hive. Child. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all thought because she showed up for Hillary, she was going to automatically show up for Kamala. Maybe she don't like Kamala. Maybe they call her and she said Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Who knows? Or maybe they didn't call her. I don't know why TMZ lied like that. You know what I'm saying? They wrong for that. Now let's get into all this other, the pep rally. They say this the last day, girl. Let's get into the pep rally day 4. Pep rally, DNC pep rally day 4. Here we go. Now, there was a star-studded event per usual. Y'all know how I go. All the puppets came out, and they were all out in droves. Do you hear me? Let's start with this pale Negro pen. What's the boy name? Steph Curry. Yeah, let's start with the pale Negro pen, Steph Curry. Let's start with him. Look at Steph.
I play for the Golden State Warriors, and man, what a great honor it was to represent Team USA and go out there and win that gold medal at the Olympics this summer. And that unity on and off the court reminded us all that together we can do all things and continue to inspire the world. That's why I believe that Kamala, as president, could bring that unity back and continue to move our country forward. This is about preserving hope and belief in our country, making sure families can be taken care of during their most precious times. I got with my team in the White House last year, and I can tell you one thing, I knew then and I definitely know now. The Oval Office suits her well. So in the words of Michelle Obama, do something. Go vote. Be active. Let's show out in November like never before. It's been an honor for me to represent our country. It's an honor to support Kamala. So let's all do our part.
You a new age fool if you believe he really support Kamala Harris. Look like the nigga practiced this before they put it up there. Look, he got the gold medal and all of that. Look. Yeah, you heard the Beehive, the Beyonce in the back. Freedom, freedom, I can't lose. I can't break chains all by myself. they made sure they put that part on when he was saying, you know what you need to do, in the words of Obama. That's when they had Beyonce in the back. I break chains all by myself. I'ma keep winning because a winner don't quit on herself. See, when Beyonce said that part, he said, go vote. You see it? I'ma keep winning because a winner don't quit on herself. Yeah, girl, this is crazy. Girl, day 4, they laid it on thick. See, they did the big joke and the little joke of day 2 with Barack and Michelle. But they said this the last day, we got to go out with a bang. Do you hear me? Beyonce ain't won't come? Cool. We gonna get some other A-list people. We gonna get them on here. And to hell with Beyonce. That's what the people said. I didn't say it, Beehive. That's what they said, okay? So yeah, they did that big one with Steph. You know, just won a little gold medal, his little gold record around his neck, things of that nature. Not only did they have Steph, oh, it got better, baby. You think Steph? Oh, that was just the appetizer. We hadn't even gotten to it. Now look, y'all remember this bitch was down there. Wasn't she? What's the name of that show she played on? I used to watch the first and second season. Maybe the first season. I didn't watch it. But didn't she play as the person who helped the president? Y'all know the name of the show. Put it in the chat. Scandal. That's what there goes. Scandal. Now look, she done got two half clear girls, little girls. Shout out to the little girls. They came on here to tell us how to pronounce Scamala's name. Talking about we not gonna disrespect her. Girl. Kerry Washington, that's her name, no neck ass. And she ain't from Acorn neither. Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, y'all ain't know that? It's a lot of imposters walking around here because she ain't from Acorn. Look.
Is understandable. Disrespect is not. So tonight, we are going to help everyone get it right.
Have I always noticed her forehead bigger than the mug? I'm just saying, her forehead is full. It's like fall. It's a fall head.
Here to help me are some very special guests. Thank you, ladies. Can you tell us your names?
Hello, everybody. My name's Amara. And my name is Leela, her little sister.
And what are you here to do?
To teach you how to say your auntie's name.
Okay. So how do you pronounce it?
First you say comma like a comma in a sentence. Then you say la like la 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 la.
Put it together and it's 1, 2, 3. Kamala. All right, so let's practice.
Everybody over here say comma. Everybody over here say la.
Together.
Girl. Why did they make them churn practice that in the mirror so they can come out here and do that? And we still gonna call her Scamala. I'm confused. Why did they make them churn come out here and do that with this forehead hole? And we still gonna call her Scamala. And the clear people gonna still call her whatever they want to call her. Girl, y'all did all of this? Them poor churn would rather be outside playing. They had to practice for weeks. And this one here almost messed up the game in the pink jacket. The one who looked like a future first lady down at the church. She almost messed up the game. Talking about you girl, I know her mom was in the audience like, I know you heard we done practiced this for 59 times. So they landing on thick, y'all. They got the churn. They got the churn up there. Let's move on. Daryl Lynn, you know he had to come out. I don't know. I think the powers that be made him do something. They must have went up in his boot or something. I don't know, because he used to say he couldn't stand Scamala. But you know, he been on this apology tour ever since she became the next nominee. You know what I mean? So Daryl Lynn came out, you know, the most misogynistic, ignorant ass nigga in this side of the Mississippi. You know, he done had churn on his wife and all of that. Now he over here hollering about Scamala. Let's get Daryl Lynn up here.
Because of that, I made assumptions about Kamala's record. and I often repeated them to a lot of people. Then one day, Kamala invited me to her house. She put her hand on my shoulder.
That nigga wrote that because he literally said this. Listen, verbatim, word for word, he said this on his TikTok. On his radio show. Word for word. I put it in one of my doggone things. He must have wrote that down and memorized that. Or them people wrote it down.
Exactly what she promised to. I believe that your apology should be as loud as your accusation, and I'm here apologizing in front of the whole damn world.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Now, of course, Trump is saying that Kamala isn't black. I guarantee you this, Kamala's been black a lot longer than Trump's been a Republican. Now, of course, Trump...
Now, don't let that go over your head. What he's trying to say is Trump can't talk about her just turning black because Trump just turned a Republican. Well, touche, because Trump really ain't no Republican. He really just playing in the Republican space too. But what does that have to do with her being black or not? Listen, people are like, oh, why y'all honing in on her being black? Because she is around here acting like she a nigga. If she had not done that, we wouldn't be talking about that. If she came out and said, I'm going to be the first Indian president, then we wouldn't worry about that. This the bitch that came out here telling us she a nigga, and we clocked it. Don't get mad because now we clocking it every time we get a chance. But they're literally turning it backwards to make it seem as if we're wrong for trying, or we're focusing on the wrong thing. No, don't start in the middle, start at the beginning. She came out here and told us she was one of us. And we said, no, you not. See, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, that would have worked because we wasn't up. We waking up and we realizing, listen, we got our people amongst us, that's cool, but don't lie to us and tell us and run on something like, oh, because we all the same, because we're not all the same, and that's okay. But don't lie to us, and then when we clock your T, get mad and be like, y'all just trying to focus on the wrong thing. No, tell your bitch, stop coming out here lying. And that's just that on that. But Daryl Lynn showed up, D.L. Hughley, you know, the one who didn't protect his daughter when she told him that, you know, she was SA'd by his friend, who at one point he said in an interview, I got to find it because I did a video on it or live, I can't remember. At one point he said it was an adult, but then when Monique brought it back up, he lied and said it was a child. Your child was a child, but the abuser was not a child. Allegedly. I just know at first he said it was an adult against his daughter. Then when him and Monique got into it and Monique woke it back up, he flipped it back around and was like, nah, and plus it was a child anyway. No, don't go like that, Darylyn. Darylyn, that don't go like that. You see what I'm saying? So we had Darylyn. He's really a D-list celebrity. You know, we don't really care. But let's hear what Scamala had to say.
On behalf of the people, on behalf of every American, regardless of party, race, gender, or the language your grandmother speaks, on behalf of my mother and everyone who has ever set out on their own unlikely journey, on behalf of Americans like the people I grew up with, people who work hard, chase their dreams, and look out for one another, on behalf of everyone whose story could only be written in the greatest nation on earth, I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America. On behalf of the people.
Girl, who voted her in? Did y'all notice that nobody voted her in? She was just literally placed there. The Democrats didn't even get an opportunity to get, and that was done by design. That's why they did it so late in the game. The Democrats never got an opportunity to put who they want in there, like the party. They just slid her right on in and played the celebrity and the race game. Literally is what they did. And our people are so asleep, they falling for it lock, stock, and barrel. That's literally what they're doing. She's throwing pep rallies all over America with all of the people staged because she know we idol worshipers, right? And then all she do is have concerts, pep rallies, get all the top celebrities come through there. Y'all gonna forget about the fact that y'all didn't even ask for her. Y'all bitches, y'all couldn't stand Scamala 8 months ago. I don't understand where all of this new love come from. Everybody, black, white, in between, was saying, screw Scamala. She ain't been here. Where she been? Everybody was saying that. But all of a sudden, since she the nominee for the Democratic Party, we love her now. But all she did was just, they slid her on in, told you she was going to be the nominee. And then after they told you she was going to be the nominee, she threw pep rallies and played the black card. Now, they say the Indians mad with her. I don't know. They say the Indians mad with her. I don't know. But they say they mad because she not claiming Indian no more, because remember, she was trying to run off saying she was black. I'm telling y'all, with politics, it's literally, they're not hiding what they used to do no more. They're not hiding it. If they can place her there as the nominee, you don't think they choosing the president? Think about it. Think about it. I need y'all to really think about it. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe this. If they can place her in the Democratic nominee seat, put a 1 in the chat if you don't think they could choose the president. Put a 2 in the chat if you really think it's us picking the president. Like, I'm trying to see something, because they're not hiding it no more. I thought we were a democracy. I thought that the system says that we choose who the president is. We didn't choose her. We didn't choose her. They gave her to us. They told us. They didn't even give it. They told us she gonna be the president. She gonna be the nominee. I'm sorry, the nominee. That's what they told us. See, back then, what they would have did was Biden would have dropped out. They would have let us all do the votes or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And then they would have came back, and even though none of us see the votes, they would have came back and said, "Yup, she made it," and we would have been like, "Oh my God, we voted for her, yay!" But they don't even do that no more. They don't even do that. Now they're giving you who the hell they want. And this, unfortunately, is what makes me think she's going to win, because it's too deliberate what they're doing. It's too deliberate, and it's too out there what they're doing. This what makes me scared that she's going to win. And if you're new to the channel, I'm not scared that she's going to win because I don't care about Democrats or Republicans. I'm scared that she's going to win for fear of what's going to happen to our children. I don't know if you guys know this. These people have an agenda to hurt your kids. Now, y'all can sit up here and say I'm hating, but like I said, my daughter 21. I ain't got to worry about it. Y'all the one with the kids. So I'm just giving you the tea. Okay? They're going to do something horrible to your children. Okay? Let's talk about it. And everybody just gonna sit back and just allow them people to tell you, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It makes absolute sense that we just let it go, because we are conditioned, and I'm saying we because, you know, I'm in the people. They have conditioned us already, not just through social media. They've been doing this through what? Television, TV. They've been working on us for skulls and blues. And they got us right where they want us, to where we completely depend on the government. We're there yet. We're already there. We the whole world, all of us, except the small, minute few, completely depend on the government. That's how I go. So now that we completely depend on them, they don't have to hide it no more. They could just do it. Because what you gonna do? Nothing. Because even the small, minute group who want to do something, they will be battled by the large majority who don't want to do nothing. It's like being on a slave plantation, right? Remember how they used to tell us how the slave plantation went? Because we don't know it. But this is what they said. They said the plantation did. They said it would be a small group of people or a couple of people who want to revolt, and it would be the large majority saying, no, we're not going to let you do that. That's what's going on in the world. That's what's going on in the world. So when people ask me why I'm not voting, it's for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't like none of these niggas. But if I had to vote, it would have been on the Republican side, and I don't care who it is, as long as they're saying they have tangibles for Black America. If I were to vote, because I'm thinking logically, what am I going to get for you to vote for me? She already said she ain't giving us nothing. That's already said. Cool. So I'm not even talking to the Democrats no more. I'm over here by the Republicans. Now, what y'all got? Oh, yeah, we can get y'all this. We can make sure y'all keep y'all jobs, Black jobs that Black Americans went over. Y'all let them people gas y'all up about anything. What Trump said was right. Think about it. When they asked him what he was going to do for Black people, which nobody else had a solution, he said, I'm going to make sure that these immigrants don't come over here and take Black jobs. That is a real thing. And it ain't a specific job, but that's how the media twisted it. I watched it in real time. It was crazy. He wasn't saying that Black people have specific jobs. He's saying whatever job you have now is in danger, girl. Molly, you in danger, girl. That's what he was saying. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. But the media, the shade room, they ops, the shade room, the neighborhood talk, all of them ops, they flipped it and said, look, he trying to say y'all got Black jobs. And everybody bit it. Oh, Black jobs. And it went clean over your head. So guess what? And somebody said it in the comments under that video with Steph Curry. Matter of fact, I'm going to go read it verbatim because this dude was spot on. Because this is where I'm at with it. This is literally where I'm at with it. The dude put it in that video with Steph Curry. Hold on. Is it this one? I don't think it was this one. Hold on. Was it in this one? Yeah. Whoever this Johnny B. Good dude is, I like him. He said, I really do hope Kamala wins so she can finish destroying America. That is the only way all you brain dead people will see why you shouldn't have voted for her. I wish I could like that 1,000,000 times. Because at this point, the people who gonna, you know what I'm saying? Fine. But we know the masses just don't want to see it. They're brain dead. They just don't want to hear it. So at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I could be selfish too. Since all y'all being selfish, not y'all, but all these masses of people being selfish, I could be selfish too. Let her get in there. I don't give a fuck. I ain't having no kids. Let her get in there. So when this man says, let her get in so she can mess it up and then y'all can see, but we reactive people anyway as Black Americans. We already reactive. We don't never do nothing proactive. We just, oh my God, this just happened. So let her get on in. Let these celebrities drag y'all down the pike. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully, we'll have a plan, but I know we won't because we're not proactive. We don't plan. So we'll just be stuck. Very few of us will make it. Most of us will not. And then the ones who don't make it gonna be mad at the ones who do make it because they were thinking ahead of time, right? And then they're gonna want to be robbing and all of that. Y'all remember on all these movies? Every movie like this has one thing in common. Listen to me and listen to me good. All them movies where the world about to end is always onesie, twosie of people. One or two, is always a small group of people who prepared and the masses are not. And the masses be mad at the small group of people who were prepared. And the small group of people who were prepared is looking at the masses like, man, screw y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all this for years, scores and blows. You didn't want to listen. All you cared about was what you had in front of you. I've been trying to warn you. Y'all remember on Leave the World Behind when that black man and that clear man went to his neighbor to get something because that boy teeth, that man teeth was falling out, and that clear man told y'all can get the hell off my porch before I blow y'all to smithereens? Yay. Mm-hmm. They showing y'all how it's gonna go. But listen, the Democrats are smart. They don't have the masses thinking about that. Hell no. They got Darrell Lynn. They got Kerry Washington. They got, who else? Who else? Who else was down there? Steph Curry. You know, all of these people are put specifically directly in place to screw you over. Barack and Michelle, to keep you confused while they put their little plan in place. And by the time you look up and realize it, it's going to be too late. And let me tell y'all this. See, when the shit pop off, all them people who came on here and dragged me and said I need to do my research and you don't know what you talking about and you must be voting for Trump because if you're not saying nothing nice about Scamala, you have to be voting for Trump. All you bitches that came over here and said that when you fucked up, child missed school and they charge you $500 because your child skipped a class and you can't pay it, now your ass about to go to prison or things of that nature when they done gave your child medication and they sterilized it and you found out and then you try to intervene and them folks put your ass in jail and take your kids, or when things go so bad to where your boys are turning into girls because of the medication they're giving you under the false pretenses of all these new mental health issues, ADD, ADHD, ODD, all these DDs, what's the one where they say defiant disorder, all of these DDs, whenever all of that shit come up and you sitting there holding your hand in your face in your hand, I'm sorry, don't come over here talking to me because you know what, I'm a told you so type of bitch. This one I'm gonna tell y'all.
It's all y'all's fault. Y'all messed up the family. Can't you see that?
I've been blowing the whistle. Me and a few other people have been blowing the whistle. It's not my fault that the masses didn't want to heed. Don't come over here telling me nothing. Don't you do it. Take your lick, bruh. Take your lick. You get it? I told you so type of bitch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be over here like this.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
Oh yeah. I might have it on repeat. I might do a video of it repeating about for 30 minutes, just straight back to back.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
I'm trying to save your kids. But they battling me, child. Girl. But go ahead on, continue to be entertained to the people who are just so brain dead, like the man said. I hope they do get in. Let's just get it over with at this point. You know what I mean? It's almost like going and get shots. People who are afraid to get vaccines and stuff and get shots, they be like, girl, come on, let's just get it over with. Because at this point, let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. So we can move around and move accordingly. You see what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people who gonna lie and say I don't be telling people I told you so. Shit, yes I am. The fuck? You damn right I am. Don't all them people who drag me. I remember who you was when it come back and all of this shit go the way I told you it was gonna go. I don't come over here because I'm gonna make you mad. I'm gonna make you mad. I'm telling you. I told you. Don't come over here telling me nothing. Not what you gonna do. You got a plan? Do you have a plan? No. Well, I told y'all about all the medications, y'all. They dragged me down to the ground. Get me up here. I did a live a long time ago talking about how those medications that they're giving to these kids, diagnosing them with ADD, ADHD, OCD, all these DDs, is them people medicating and poisoning your children. It's going to make them hooked on drugs. Do you know that the majority of the people, especially in the replay game, drag me to holy hell? You don't know what you talking about because my son do be hyper. Bitch, all boys are hypers. Are you crazy? Especially black boys. They got more testosterone than a clear boy. Of course he hyper. Why he got to be on drugs? Dragged me down to the ground. No, Black Pearl, I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't vote, baby. That's for y'all to decide. Y'all choose y'all slave masters. I don't. I think it's asinine to choose my slave master. I'm not choosing them. That's your job, not mine. You must be new to the channel. Like the video. Welcome on in. But like I was saying, Y'all let these teachers diagnose your kids because that's who it is. It's not the doctors. The teacher go to the nurse, the school nurse, into the school and say he keep jumping around in the class is ADHD. And then the school goes to the doctor or the nurse and they say, hey girl, this kid has got ADHD. And you know what the doctor say? Sure do, put him on medicine. You damn right they do. Look, doctor ain't seen the kid. Sometimes they do. And then you wonder why at 16, 17, he acting crazy. Like he ain't normal. He been on drugs, duck, goose. He been high as the cost of living since he was 6. Remember? You let the people tell you something wrong with him. Yeah. So now that massive bouts of depression, growing boobs, sterilized, because that's coming. Don't come back and tell me nothing. Because I told you. You battle me hand and foot because you believe what them people told you about your kids. Listen, that school system is trash. Our kids are graduating from high school and don't know how to read. Them motherfuckers could barely count. And y'all fighting for the school system? Oh my God. That's different. That's different. What you fighting for? They can't read. What is you windmilling behind the Department of Education for? Your children cannot read. Why is you windmilling for a place, an institution that's going to literally control your life here in the next 4 years? Wait on it. And you windmilling behind an institution and your child leaving out of high school with $10,000 primes and he can't read. That's a God honest truth. We windmilling like I'm talking about head down, hands going a million miles an hour behind the Department of Education. You got Scammer over here telling you, see, Donald Trump's trying to take away the Department of Education. Niggas, oh my God, we can't do that. Our children need school. What they need it for, bitch? They can't read or write. They can't count. What they need it for? You can teach your child that up by the age of 7, 8. What you need it for? And I don't even know if he's really gonna do it. But I'm just saying, why is you windmilling behind an institution that's literally about to run your life? Let me give you the play down. Let me give you the play-by-play for the people in the bike. Let me give you the play-by-play. You already don't own your child. You already don't own your child. Let me say it again. You already don't own your child. The school owns your child. They just let you borrow your child over the summertime. But see, the first day of school, you on the clock, bitch. Let your child don't show up for school. See, right now, they send a CPS worker. In the future, you're going to prison. And that's not where it starts and stops. Oh, it gets deeper. They about to take over your children's mind. They're already doing that. Got the kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders calling themselves furries. Do y'all know what a furry is? It's a fucking child that thinks it's an animal. They putting cat litter boxes in the goddamn bathroom. So you got kids running around here fighting and hitting and peeing on people because they think they're a cat. 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. So in the next 4 years, when she get on up in here, when you find out your kid is a furry and you tell your kid you ain't no goddamn furry, the kid gonna go to the school and tell its real parents, my mama told me I'm not no furry. And guess what the school gonna do to your ass? You're going to jail. It's already a law in California. Shout out to Governor Gavin Newsom. Is that his name? Shout out to him. It's already a law in California. It's already a law in California. And don't get on here and tell me, well, that's California. That ain't my state. It's coming, duck, goose. It's coming. And whenever you try to interfere, you're going to jail. Oh, and you will be fined. Oh, and guess what? You're going to lose your kids. And they're going to become what? Wards of what? The state. And then who knows? Trafficking, all types of things. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. You know what else going to happen to your kids? They're going to quietly have them go to gender affirming psychologists, right? I'm just giving you the play-by-play. Mark my words. We'll meet back here when we get there. They're going to go to gender affirming psychologists because they're going to already been furries and shit when they was in kindergarten, first, second, and third. And then about 5th, 6th grade, they're going to tell them, I think that I'm a girl. Your son going to tell them, I think that I'm a girl. And the gender affirming psychologist is going to say, yes, you are. And we're going to guide you on your journey to becoming what you are. And they're going to give your kids some medicines. The medicine going to already be at the school. They ain't got to go to no doctor. The medication going to be at the school. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm lying. Can your child get birth control down at the school right now? Put a 1 in the chat. Can your child get birth control? If your child can get birth control at the school right now without your permission, put a 1 in the chat because I know it is. I already know the answer, but I'm gonna wait to see what y'all see. See, that's the ease on in. That's the appetizer. Oh yeah. See, right now your child can go get birth control down at the school, and you can't stop it. Matter of fact, the school will tell you today, 2024, that's not your business. So look, this is what they're gonna do. They already greasing it on in with the birth control. They're gonna give your child medication that's gonna already be at the school. You'll find out, you're gonna be wondering why your child acting different and why your son growing boobs and your daughter growing facial hair. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? So you're gonna go in the room and you're gonna run around the room and you're gonna go tap that room to try to see what the hell going on, and you're gonna find the bottle. And you're gonna go to your child. What the fuck is this? And they're gonna say, my medication. And then you're gonna say, I didn't tell you you could take this. Give me this. And you're gonna take it. Some of us gonna go down to the schoolhouse and pitch a fit. But guess what? Your child gonna go back to school and tell that gender affirming psychologist, my mama took my medicine. And guess what the gender affirming psychologist gonna do? Call a principal. And guess what the principal gonna do? Call the police. And guess what the police gonna do? Knock on your door and bring you to jail because it's already against the law. It's not a mandate. It's not one of them things where it's kind of like you have to, but you can't. No. This is a law in California. You're going to jail. Not only that, you will be fined. Not only that, they're going to take your kids, make them wards of the state, and God knows the trafficking they do with kids. You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And not just the one, all of them. Oh, yeah. Not just the one, all of them. So then, boom. You think it stops there? What if your child don't want to change their gender? Cool. I'm out in the clear. No, you're not. You know, classes got periods, right? First period, second period, third period, fourth period. Some got 7 periods. I know back in the day we had 7 periods. Your child cut class, they're gonna fine you hundreds of dollars. Some states may even be thousands. And you're going to say, well, I ain't got no money for that because this nigga didn't go to history class. And you know what the government going to say? The judge going to say, I don't give a damn. Run me my money or you're going to jail. And you're going to be missing work to go back and forth down to the courthouse because your child skipped Spanish class. Or your child missed school too many days. And guess what? After so many times down to the courthouse and so much money, guess where you're going? Guess where you're going? Jail. So unless you got a honor student who don't miss no days of school and don't miss no classes, you dead. And that's just a couple of things. But nevertheless, to the people who are hard-headed because they're being distracted by Steph Curry, Barack and Michelle, y'all gonna be the ones coming back with that bullshit. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna feel bad for you, but I'm gonna be on this type of time.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
Let me make this clear. I don't have any issues with adults making decisions about transition and stuff, I don't have no issue with that. I really don't. On my soul, I don't. It's the kids. That's where I draw the line. You're not talking to my fourth grader, my third grader about who they sexually attracted to. Why? But it's coming. Now, I want to get into Ann Coulter, y'all. Ann Coulter is another one telling y'all what the hell is going on. But of course, it's going to fall on deaf ears because Negroes go nigger. You know, there's only one thing you can guarantee a nigger to do, and that's nigger. And because we don't like the messenger, we're going to automatically assume she don't know what the hell she's talking about, and we're going to ignore it. And even though she's telling us straight up, listen, black people. Now, granted, she's caping for her people as she should. She's caping for her people as she should, but she's going to tell her people, she's telling black people, hey, y'all, while y'all over here hollering DEI and minority, all the things, all the provisions that was supposed to belong to you, guess what, y'all? They giving it to everybody but you. But I've been telling y'all that for how long? I think I have let me see. I might can find it on Twitter. I have it on my phone, but anyway, what she was saying was, hey, black Americans, FBA, that's what y'all call yourselves. Hey, pay attention. I know I'm clear and I want to make sure everything I got for the clear people, but ultimately y'all sleep. Them people taking everything that you have and giving it to everybody but you, right? And niggas. Oh, she don't know what she's talking about. She don't know what she's talking about. She a clear woman. Mind your business. She giving you the game, stupid. But let's get into it. Now, granted, like I said, she's taking up for her people as she should. I don't have a problem with racists. I have a problem with my people not being racist, to be honest. Let's talk about it. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Let's get into what Ann had to say.
Over institutional rights to freedom of contract, freedom of association, all of that was to make up for the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. So unless these benefits are going to, roughly defined, foundational Black Americans, the descendants of American slaves, you've taken away the whole purpose of this. And that is exactly what's happened once we got this huge load of immigrants. Now, a Thai who arrived on Wednesday will get an advantage applying to college, applying to corporations over a heterosexual white male in particular. That's the biggest hate group, but any white American. And all of the civil rights laws have been, and affirmative action and so on, have been twisted into just anti-white hatred and open, egregious discrimination. So to make the point that Kamala isn't a foundational Black American, I'm always pointing out to Black people, hey, have you noticed Indians are getting all the good diversity jobs? What did we do to Indians? We didn't enslave them. I mean, most of these immigrants coming in, 90% of legal immigrants are from the third world. And mostly we've just run around saving them from earthquakes and tornadoes and coups and starvation. They owe us, we don't owe them. But to switch from the concept of integration and civil rights for Black Americans to this BS-y diversity, it's nothing but discrimination against white people. And that point should be made not just to, as I think Trump is always thinking, oh, he's going to win the Black vote. He's not going to win the Black vote. You ought to do things because they're the right thing to do, not because this is an appeal to Black people, like releasing criminals. He thinks he's going to get the Black vote by being soft on crime. Anyway, not only to point out to Black Americans that their history is being stolen by immigrants, but to remind white Americans that this whole diversity thing is just discrimination against them. You still want to vote for the Democrats?
Let me put it in layman terms, and I want to go back and break down a couple of things she's saying. This is what she's saying. All these immigrants coming over here, we've seen it. Let me get it up here. All these immigrants coming over here, and they getting kickbacks, right? We know that. one of the immigrants left her receipt. I put this up all the time. Receipt, and she getting 13. She had left 13 racks of food stamps and $5,000 in cash. Right. This is her receipt. So they're giving the immigrants $15,000 in food stamps every month and $5,000 in cash every month. Right. That's one of many things that they're giving them. So what Ann is saying is, listen, the kickbacks and the money and all that stuff that these immigrants are getting, black people, is really your money. It's yours. These diversity, inclusive, all of these things that were set in place, they're using it and mascotting it to take it from you. I tell y'all on this channel all the time. Listen, I tell y'all all the time on this channel, there are things we are getting rid of. DEI, y'all put them in the chat. DEI, Pan-Africanism, people of color, DEI, Pan-Africanism, people of color. It's two more. All of them doggone things that they are using to mask, to make us believe that they're doing for us, when the fact of the matter is they're doing it for them. Yes, Black and Brown Coalition, African American, all of that, minority, diversity, we're getting rid of that, because what's happening is they're using that umbrella to give our stuff to everybody else. Now, does that make sense? Now, boom. What Ann Coulter is saying, Black Americans, y'all gung-ho voting Democrats, and these are the people who are literally taking the money that belongs to you. There were set-asides put aside for Black American people. We just don't know it yet because we don't even know our identity. And what she's saying is y'all around there at the concert and at the pep rally having a good time talking about, I'm going to keep winning because the winner don't quit on the sale, and letting Barack Obama get up here and give y'all more hope. Nigga, you was president 20 years ago. Why is we still hoping? But neither here nor there. Niggas love a good hope story. You know what I'm saying? So they giving you hope and giving them food stamps, 15,000 of stamps and 5,000 of cash. Let me say that again. You get hope and they get 15 racks of of food stamps and 5 racks in cash every month. But you get hope. You get hope. What Ann Coulter is saying is Black Americans, y'all are hustling backwards. Y'all over here battling the clear people, but girl, we getting played too. As she should, because I'm gonna talk about my people regardless. You know what I'm saying? She's saying not only is they playing y'all, girl, now they playing us. All these DEI, minority, all of these all-inclusive programs that they got us running under, girl, they are masking it with immigrants, Barack Obama, masking it with immigrants, Kamala Harris, and taking your resources and giving it to them people. That's what she's saying. She's saying, girl, I'm a Karen because I'm still clear, so I'm gonna make it seem like white America is being beat down on too. White America, girl, bye. We don't give a damn. But I give her that she's supposed to speak up for her people. This is what she's saying. She's saying while y'all over here lollygagging and having a good time down at the pep rally under the shade room and the neighborhood talk comments, while they got bots and paid agents under their gaslighting saying, yep, Kamala's gonna win. Hit this button to show Kamala's gonna win. And niggas, oh yeah, because you just seen your favorite on there, Steph Curry, you just seen your favorite on there, Barack Obama, and you just all gung-ho. They leading you right into the burning bush. And you're not even realizing you're voting for your own demise and your own theft. That's what you're doing. You're going over there, casting your ballot, getting your sticker, going online, listening to the ski-wees, all the ski-wees, because they leading you down the wrong road too. All these celebrities, all these people leading you straight into the burning bush, straight there. And you don't even see the road you on because you having a gay old time. So when Ann Coulter is saying this, girl, wake up. Black Americans, they taking your shit and giving it to the immigrants. You know the ones y'all was over there crying when they churn was in the cage? Not me. Call me hard. I don't have a heart for nobody but my people. So not me. But nevertheless, remember there was when Trump had shut down the border, and these folks from all these other places literally got up off their ass and came willingly to a place where they knew Trump had already told them, you're not getting in here unless you come the right way. But they said, I don't care. They came all the way down here on purpose. Churn got in cages, and look at the niggas. Oh my God, these kids. This is horrible. How can he do this to these kids? What about the kid down the street who mama don't never be home and them churn badly got food in their mouth? What about the kids the lady who got 6, 7, 8, 9 kids and need help? You don't give a damn about them, but you care about the clears in a cage? So they got y'all with the sympathy because Black Americans are very emotional people. And we was like, open the borders, let them in. And they said, fine. And as soon as they let them in, they gave them all your shit. You get it? You get it? Now, I don't tell nobody who to vote for. I don't give a damn. What I'm trying to tell you is wake up. Wake your duck ass up. It's right there in your face. If you just open your eyes, they're supposed to be more than Hazel. If you just open your eyes, everybody walking around sleepwalking with their hands out in front of them and their eyes closed. Open them. There's nothing there stopping you or impeding you from seeing what you need to see. You're just distracted. That's all. But everything I told you about the school, it's coming. Everything I told you about taking your stuff, it's here. Now, I want to go over a couple of things that Ann said. This one, and then we're going to get into that fat bastard Roland Martin. We're going to get into that fat meatball foreigner. Let's get into it.
Constitutional rights to freedom of contract, freedom of association, all of that was to make up for the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow.
She's saying all of these things that they preaching, freedom of rights, freedom of this was all America's. And I know they didn't do it. Obviously, they just gonna say it and then give it to everybody else. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. What Ann is saying is all of the things that we have now today, freedom of vote, freedom, all these freedoms, all of these rights, all of these things was America supposedly paying back Black Americans for Jim Crow, slavery, and all those other things, right?
So unless these benefits are going to, roughly defined, foundational Black Americans, the descendants of American slaves, you've taken away the whole purpose of this.
So unless the money is going to you, then what's the point? That's what she's saying. Unless the money is going to the people who suffer Jim Crow, slavery, redlining, all the homestead, all of these things, unless this money and these resources are going to you, then it's really defeating the purpose, is what she's saying.
And that is exactly what's happened once we got this huge load of immigrants. Now, a Thai who arrived on Wednesday will get an advantage applying to college, applying to corporations over a heterosexual white male in particular. That's the big.
Now, that's what she's trying to say when she's taking up for her people. She's saying, so a foreigner getting more shit than the clear people. I don't blame her. I'd say the same thing if I was talking about Black people. But she's saying, now the foreigners get more than a white man. How dare they? This is what she's saying.
Biggest hate group, but any white American, and all of the civil rights laws have been, and affirmative action and so on, have been twisted into just anti-white hatred and open, egregious discrimination. So to make the point that Kamala isn't a foundational Black American, I'm always pointing out to Black people, hey, have you noticed Indians are getting all the good diversity jobs? What did we do to Indians? We didn't enslave them. I mean, most of these immigrants.
She's saying, so it is very important that Black Americans understand that Kamala is not FBA, or if that's what you want to call us, that she's not you, because all her people are getting all your shit. your jobs, your money, all of it. All the Indians is getting everything. And she, as a white woman, sitting in her privilege and saying, why we got to give it to them? We ain't even do nothing to them. They just got here 100 years ago. What you mean?
Immigrants coming in, most are from 90% of legal immigrants are from the third world. And mostly we've just run around saving them from earthquakes and tornadoes and coups and starvation. You know, they owe us, we don't owe them. But to switch from the concept of integration and civil rights for Black Americans to this BS-y diversity, it's nothing but discrimination against white people. And that point should be made not just to, as I think Trump is always thinking, oh, he's going to win the Black vote. He's not going to win the Black vote. You ought to do things because they're the right thing to do, not because this is an appeal to Black people, like releasing criminals. He thinks he's going to get the Black vote by being soft on crime. Anyway, not only to point out to Black Americans that their history is being stolen by immigrants, but to remind white Americans that this whole diversity thing is just discrimination against them. You still want to vote for the Democrats?
What she's saying is, hey, Black America, yeah, that's your shit. And white America, y'all sitting up there on that woke shit, on that crazy shit, trying to be cool, but you about to be one of the oppressed too. That's what she's saying. The Black Americans are already oppressed. She's telling y'all could be getting these kickbacks, but y'all sleep. So y'all just gonna go ahead on, keep going the same route and lose all your shit. And then she turned into the white Americans saying, hey, white Americans, y'all can sit over there and enjoy the concerts too, but you about to be an oppressed class too, because guess what? All the immigrants gonna run this shit. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. And guess what? To the African immigrants, it ain't gonna be you. You still gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole. It's gonna be the more clearer ones. You know, the almond milks, the skim milks. It's gonna be them. Now I want to get into that fat bastard's response. I want to say this is it. He's talking about, mind you, Roland Martin is of Haitian descent. He is not Black American. He's not. He's not. So listen to what Roland Martin has to say about foundational Black Americans and his response to Ann Coulter bringing out the fact that she's not a foundational Black American, so Black people be aware. Look.
On C-SPAN, on Washington Journal C-SPAN, Ann Coulter said the vice president was not a foundational Black when host Peter Singh addressed Donald Trump's claim the vice president happened to turn Black while running for office. Trump, of course, made those comments at the National Association of Black Journalists. Coulter said that laws created to make up for the legacy of slavery and being twisted to discriminate against white people in the name of diversity to the advantage of recent immigrants. Listen to this fool.
Listen, mind you, Roland would be one of the immigrants because Roland is not a foundational Black American. Roland does not have ancestry that lead him to America. Actually, his mom and pa came over here and shitted his nasty ass out. So from Haiti. So Roland is not speaking to you as a Black man. Let's talk as an FBA man. Roland is speaking to you as an immigrant. We don't need to hear what she said. We already heard it. I want to get to his response. Hold on.
Percent of legal immigrants are from the third world, and mostly we've just run around from be made.
Hold on, I gotta go get the part 2. Hold on, I don't know why they didn't put it all in one, but let me see. I hope he got part 2 on him, because people be having part 1 and don't be coming back for part 2, child. I'm guilty though, I can't lie. Oh, he got a whole Roland Martin page. God damn. All right, that was part 1. All right, here is part 2.
The right thing to do, not because this is an appeal to Black Americans, that this whole diversity thing.
Donald Trump, they They've been on social media the last several years doing the exact same thing.
Against them. You still want to vote for the Democrats?
All you're hearing her do, Julian, Makongo, and Renita, is parrot these FBA people. They've been on social media the last several years.
Yeah, these FBA people. See, he knows he's not one of us. And when he's saying FBA people on social media, don't you for 1 second believe he's only talking about a group of people on social media. He knows he ain't FBA. He knows he ain't cut from this soil. He know that.
You're doing the exact same thing. And frankly, let's be real clear. Many of them are standing with Donald Trump. They are there. They are ops. They're there to be disruptive.
Ops, disruptive. FBAs are ops and disruptive.
And what's also ridiculous is that when these fools start talking to Renita, you're complaining about where the boat dropped people off. This notion that Haitians, Jamaicans, and others were not impacted by slavery is pretty stupid.
Listen, first of all, I don't do the FBA thing, but I love the fact that they are understanding we're different. But let me say this. Nobody has an issue with saying that all of us were affected by slavery. When them clear people jumped off that boat, they affected all of the Americas. Nobody's saying that in FBA. What FBA is saying is we had a slavery system over here. The Jamaicans had one over there. Everybody was colonized by different governments and groups of people. We want reparations, and not me, because I'm not running behind that reparation shit. But listen. What FBA is saying is we want reparations from the people who wronged us, and the Haitians and the Jamaicans and all y'all other people. Y'all need to go back home and get it from your people. That's what they're saying. He's going to flip it and make it seem like, oh, they trying to say we wasn't all slaves. We never said that. What they're saying is go back to Haiti and whoever go to the French and tell the French they need to reparate you. Whoever took over whatever place you were, go back to them and tell them they need to reparate you. That's what FBA is saying. But watch, listen how he flipped the narrative, because he's a Haitian. That's why he brought up Haiti first.
Yeah, and Coulter, number one, let me just say this. I don't know what it is about election season that makes white people feel like they can weigh in on
Gaslight, race bait, straight to the color. And she look FBA, but I don't know her. Gaslight, race bait. I don't know about white women always trying to tell black women. These people are paid and on code. Do you hear me?
on who is black and who is not. But PSA, there's never a good time for you to weigh in on this topic. You have no right to weigh in on this topic. This does not concern you.
It absolutely does. Because what she's saying is, girl, we scared. Not only are y'all stupid and slow and letting them people take all your money and give it to the immigrants next. That's what she's saying. Like, come on.
Culture needs to mind her business. This has nothing to do with you or a community that you've ever been a part of and that you know anything about. So I don't know what it is about.
But did she say something wrong? That's the question. Okay, cool. But was she wrong? They're not going to get into that though.
Election time, but every time this is what happens every 4 years, you know, they are weighing in on who is black and trying to cause division. And like you said, Roland, it's mostly just Republicans ear hustling on the internet, looking at the comments of what black people are discussing amongst our own community, and then trying to use that to score election points, trying to use that to bring more people to vote for Republicans. And it is something that really black folks should not fool for.
Now, I do agree with that. I do think Republicans are online like the Democrats, and they seeing what we talking about and using that to get voters. I do believe that. However, what Ann Coulter said is God honest truth. That lady ain't told one lie. That lady did not tell one lie. And it's the facts. But instead of honing in on the facts, they're going to go to the whole race thing. Oh, well, she's a white woman. She needs to mind her business. And they just trying to get votes. Yeah, they are trying to get votes. But she still ain't lied. She still ain't told a lie yet. Challenge what she said. But they're not going to do that.
Should not fall for it, because we see over and over again where they ear hustle on the internet and then they come out and try to make it seem like they are so in tune with our community. And then some folks will say, oh, well, they really understand us. Maybe I should, maybe they do have something in their platform for black folks. No, they don't. This all boils down to ear hustling, and nobody should be fooled by it.
Makongo?
Look, at the end of the day, they feel like they can tell us who we are, but don't want to have a conversation about everything that they've done to change or expand whiteness in order to keep some form of majority. Remembering the fact that Irish people were not white when they got here, Italian people were not white when they got here. Even at certain points, they made people from certain Asian countries white. So they always try to, make this race thing fluid, as I talk about in my book, Lies About Black People, to try to keep their numbers growing. And then they want to continue to try to dilute our population by throwing out terms like BIPOC and all of these things. And similar to what Renita was saying, they feel at election time they can tell us who we are. But the fact of the matter is, Black is international.
This is a doctor. That's why I say the more educated, the more stupid. I know this now. I don't believe it. I know it. The more educated, the more indoctrinated, and the more stupid. This is a doctor of what I don't know. And he's literally on here saying that all Black people are the same. There's not a Black person outside of America. No African thinks that we all the same. I know they come over here and they say that, but they lying. They don't think we the same. But he's indoctrinated under that what? Pan-African umbrella. Remember I told you we getting rid of it. He said a whole bunch of word salad, all to say all Black people is the same. So a white person can't tell me nothing. No, we're not. No, we're not. Everybody in all the Black people in the Americas are completely different from the Black Europeans, the Black Asians, the Black Africans, genetically, scientifically. So don't say we all the same. No, we not. The old saying our great-grandmothers and our grandmothers and our moms used to say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That means we are not the same. He a Pan-Africanism. That's why I told y'all we getting rid of it.
We're not talking about African American. That's a birthplace. Black is an international thing that people need to fully understand. And this goes to our last segment of dividing Black men and women. They cannot divide us as Black people. And the more we stand up and the more we coalesce. The right thing.
So their response to Ann Coulter saying, and we're going to go to part 3. His response to Ann Coulter saying, hey, Black Americans, the things that they're giving the immigrants was specifically given to you. That belongs to you. That's what she's telling these niggas, these fools. They're giving it to these immigrants from Venezuela and all these other places, but that really belongs to you, Black Americans. That's what she's saying. And this nigga, the one who's supposed to be receiving the benefits that they're giving to other people, is on here saying, well, no, because we all Black. So what's the big deal? I don't care if they put it aside just for me. It don't matter. We all Black. That's what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying. It doesn't matter if the government have set aside for me and my people that belong to us, but they're giving it to somebody else. None of that matters because we're all Black. Okay. Let's get into part 3.
The more we coalesce around Kamala Harris, who has been Black all her life, as we have defined in our community.
She has not been Black all her life. Literally, the lady been saying Indian the entire fucking time. I hate HBCUs. I hate the ski-wees. I hate the D9 because y'all really think that automatically makes you Black. That lady might have said she was Black until now, and they know it. This is that intentional bullshit that really blows me, bro. You know that lady ain't never been Black. Now all of a sudden she been Black all her life. She is Black. No, she not. Well, if she Black, why she ain't doing enough for Black people? Why did she say all her mouth? I'm not doing enough for Black people. Let's be clear. This is a doctor. Y'all better stop trusting people because they got all them educations and all of that. Y'all gonna be fooled a lot of days.
The fact of the matter is, we will continue to push back. And Ann Coulter, I mean, just listen to her. She starts talking about Thai people and then goes to quote unquote straight white men being taken their jobs. So what, all Thai people are gay now? Like, they have no concept of what they're talking about. So all they have is insults and all they have is terms to disparage people of diverse backgrounds because they hate it and they don't know the history, which is why she can't talk about the fact that affirmative action benefited white women more than anybody else. They're ignorant, they're foolish, and they're dangerous. And we need to continue to call them out because we have the facts and history on our side.
And another reason why I don't listen to any of them FBA people, Julian.
You people, that fat bastard got his neck, no neck, and shoulders in the goddamn frame to say, that's why I don't listen to none of them FBA people. Good, nigga, because we were never talking to your big nasty ass. We don't talk to you. You the one over here cosplaying as us talking to us. We don't talk to Roland. Roland got up here. I'm surprised he ain't got his alpha shirt on. and acted like he was a nigga until we called him out and was like, you ain't no nigga. You ain't from Acorn. Now I'm not listening to them FBA people. You people. Huh? You know what pisses me off about the Haitians that come over here with that attitude? Not all of them, just the ones like him. Y'all fought, had a whole revolution, and won your place back. And them people took all of their things, and yours too, when they left. Y'all got them up out of there, and they left y'all on that island destitute, okay? Why y'all didn't build y'all shit back up? Y'all fought just to take a L anyway. You can't make this shit up. They fought to take a L anyway. And the ones who couldn't hack it said, I'm going to go over to America and hack it over there. And people like him blend in with us, making it seem as if they're one of us. And now that we called it out, it's, I'm not dealing with these people. I don't deal with these people. You people, you fat bastard. You mad because you got caught. It ain't our fault. Y'all fought, won, and still took a loss and still took a L. That ain't our fault. Girl.
Well, you know, Ann Coulter is a certified public nut. My history goes back to my old CNN days. And I mean, she not only is she conservative, but she's also irrational. She's extraordinarily irrational. And this argument she makes about what is a foundational Black person as opposed to an unfoundational Black person? Has she ever taken a history class that discussed the Middle Passage, the transatlantic slave trade? Kamala's dad, Don Harris, who's an economist, he's Jamaican. But the same ship that's
Jamaican is not a race. Jamaican is not a race. They got Asian Jamaicans. They got a shit ton of Chinese Jamaicans. I'm lying. What's my girl, Rihanna? How you say your name? Rhiannon? They got a shit ton of Asian Jamaicans. So that mean they Black? They got a whole heap of clear Jamaicans. So that mean they Black? They keep using that. Her dad is Jamaican. No. What is her dad? That is not a race. What is her dad? They don't want to get into that. You see? Because he got that Irish in him. They say he got a little Indian in him, all type of stuff.
Stopped basically in Virginia, probably ease on down the road, to Jamaica. So she doesn't know what she's talking about. But it is, as Omakongo just said, it's a divide and conquer tactic that some Black people are going to play into. There's this group of people called ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves. And they about as crazy as Ann Coulter. They believe that the only people who deserve reparations are the ones who can prove their enslaved lineage. Well, that's nonsense. Well, as Omakongo says, we need to come together, not fall apart.
So let me ask y'all a question. Because I don't do the reparations thing. I'm not with the Tariq Nasheeds and all that running down there with posters hollering, we want reparations now. I'm not doing that. But let me ask you a question. Shout out to ADOS and FBA. What these groups of Black Americans are saying is, listen, we were the ones who were enslaved on this land. We were the ones who suffered under this land, redlining, KKK, mass migrations. We lost land. We lost patents. We built all it. Them people stole everything from us. Not the Haitians, not the Jamaicans. I'm talking about here. Not the Africans, not this. What these people are saying is we need to self-identify who we are so that we can go down there and tell these people give us our money because they owe us, and they owe us more than money. But come at 5 o'clock tonight, we'll talk about it more. But look, these Pan-Africanists, and these are older people with doctorate degrees and all of that and all these extensive backgrounds are trying to say that we should not do that. That the America should pay the Africans, the Jamaicans, the Afro-Latinas. It should be everybody. Why? And then why would you put those people in the box where we're supposed to be gaining? Like, why would you give your thing? Like, matter of fact, niggas catching hell going to Ghana trying to go back to the motherland. Them people don't give you shit. If anything, they scamming and taking everything from you. So they get to come over here and you telling us that we wrong for saying, no, you don't owe them nothing. They didn't go through this. We did. They owe it to us. This is what FBA and ADOS is saying. And this lady sitting here with a straight face telling us that we wrong for that. Listen, the more we recognize who we are, I told y'all the first thing we need to do is identify who we are. Once we realize who we are and we get to spanning around the room and realize they are not us, and we're different, this gonna get worse and worse. And guess what? The most people, the hardest people you're gonna have to battle is Black American people. You got to know this. And a couple of what do you call them? Foreigners too.
And we need to be very clear. Economic injustice was done to all of us, and we all need to get reparations because of it. But Ann Coulter, I don't even know why she's still around, but she's a nut. She's a nut, and she's an anti-Black nut at that.
Yep, that's absolutely the case. All right, y'all. When you talk about Black.
Now they got a foreigner sitting next to them. Now they look like they FBA. They do. They look like African Americans or whatever you want to call it, Black Americans. They look like that. They look like that. And they got this foreigner up there saying, you people. And they going right along with it. Stupid. Either they indoctrinated or they paid. That's the only thing I could get out of this. Either they are indoctrinated or they are paid. That's it. You got a motherfucker who ain't even you telling you what to do. And you around here going, yeah, you're right. You all should get paid. Yep, you're right. We should cut our money and give it all to y'all. Give most to y'all. I need y'all to pay attention because I'm about to get off here, girl. 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ. I'm about to get off. I need you guys to pay attention really quickly. Shout out to all the awakening that's happening as far as identifying, self-identifying, because for scolds and blows, we were all under this weird hypnotism. Shout out to doggone Jesse Jackson. He got up there and said we're gonna be African Americans, and under that umbrella, we have been under the hypnotization. I'm sorry, that we are all from one big old continent and we all the same. That the African in Kenya is the same as us over here. And the fact of the matter is there's an awakening happening. Okay, that Black Americans are realizing, no, we might share melanin, but we different. And it's horrible for the powers that be, because how dare you wake up to that? You're supposed to stay asleep. They don't want you to wake up. They want you to stay asleep. And a lot of us are still sleepwalking, but we waking up slowly but surely. But it's gonna get worse. We're going to have a lot of battles to fight. People are going to gaslight you and say that you're being racist or you're being xenophobic or no, I'm not xenophobic, because bitch, when you carry your ass over here and stuff go down, or it's time to rep your spot, you the first one hollering you're a Nigerian. You the first one hollering you a Kenyan. You the first one hollering you're a Jamaican. You the first one hollering you're a Haitian. You let us know that off the cuff. That is never to be listen, that is never to be misconstrued. People be the first one to tell you who they are. So it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. That's what you're saying. So you can have an identity outside of Black America, but I can't. Don't let them people gaslight you, girl. You know who you are. You know who they are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't sit up here and make me seem like I'm wrong by identifying me when all this time you've been identifying you. You get it? And that's a fact. Because that's what they're doing. They're flipping it around saying, oh, you trying to be divisive. Oh, you trying to be a xenophobic. I'm not xenophobic, bitch. You the one came over here repping Nigeria. So now when I rep my set, I'm wrong? Come on, man. Thank you, Courtney, for the super sticker. It's Breeder You. Thank you for the super chat. TGIF, love you, Acorn. Thank you. Son, thank you for the super chat. Let's talk about it. Lots of us are NC with our people. Yep. Thank you, Miss Kennedy, for the super sticker. Mila, thank you for the super chat. Hey, can we get a praise break? We sure can. Give me 1 second. Danielle with the 3 grandkids. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. Good morning, my love. Hey, Acorn, what's up? Hey, Deborah, thank you for the super chat. Y'all, we need to help Boo find somebody to help with merch because I need an Acorn and go lay down tees. I know that's right, girl. If anybody know how to do merch, send me an email, Voodoo Doll Podcast. I need some merch, girl, and I don't know how to do it. I'm stuck on stupid when it comes to it. Thank you, William, for the super sticker. Tracy's Take, thank you for the super chat. Going to a rally today to help save our jobs from going to Mexico. This is our reality. Thank you, and shout out for being on the grassroots level. Tracy's Take, shout out to you. Esther, thank you for the super chat. Damn, it's effed up because Trump only got Amber Rose. Oh, you talking about all them celebrities? Yep. There go my man. Hey, Boo. Talking about hey, Boo. I mean, Boo. What's going on, Top Cat? I hit you back in the DM. I have to check it if you hit me back. Thank you, Savannah, for the super chat. RFK, Robert F. Kennedy, sued the DNC to attend the debate. The Supreme Court ruled the DNC and RNC are private corporations and could choose who they want for the debate, and that as the candidate, no matter how we vote. Yeah, listen, but see, back then that was kept under the rug. Now they just straight up and down out the door with it. That's how I go. Y'all know how I go. That's crazy. I didn't know about that. Thank you for sharing that, Savannah doll. Goddess Hater, thank you for becoming a new member. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo, I don't support either candidate. However, Trump did make an effort to propose a plan for Black America. It's on his website, and that's the part right there. I'm not voting, but he did at least address Black people. And when he did, they let the people gaslight us into believe that he's just being racist. But he the only one with a plan. Kamala said she ain't doing a damn thing for you Negroes. Zara, thank you for becoming a new member. We Call BS Podcast. Thank you so much. My mama don't got but one good eye, and I'm still trying to get her to see what's going on. Shake my head. Parents are hard to raise, damn it. Yeah, you know the old folks. It's hard to get the old folks. It's hard to get them. Dolls Hour, thank you for the super chat. Vu, I DM you on Insta about the BS in North Carolina. I don't give a F what these people talking about. I feel the effects of the open borders every MFing day. Anti-Black foreigners taking over and putting their people in position. And you know what, Dolls Hour? We won't get it until it's too late. Unfortunately, we won't get it until it's too late. Thank you again for the super chat. YouTube wouldn't let me post my other comment. Yeah, my other comments. So I put them in the chat, mamas. Funny how this migrant problem backfiring on the clears. U.S. been taken over by migrants only in the U.S. Others can come own land. Listen, because you can't own it. Even if they lie and tell you can own it in Africa, you can't own that shit for real. And yes, that's exactly what happened, Dolls Hour. It's backfiring on the clears. That's what the whole reason what Ann Coulter said what she said. If the clears were straight, they wouldn't give a damn about what's going on between us and the migrants. But what happened was the plan that they put in place is backfired on them because now they losing control because all the immigrants, Kamala, is coming in and taking control. That's what she's saying. Thank you again for the super chat. Oh, girl, thank you again for the super chat. Get in our politics, start businesses. We can't go to nobody else's country and do nothing, none of this shit. But long as we willing to oppress us, as long as they're willing to oppress us, they can flourish. Absolutely. You guys, tonight, 5 o'clock on this channel, I will be doing a live. This live will be about, I have a special guest coming that's going to talk about land reparations, genealogy. Black Americans, you're the only people in this earth that have documentation of who you are dating hundreds of years. No other set of people have that. Only you. Get into your genealogy. I don't care if you took the DNA test. They ain't connect you to no Africans. They can connect you to a whole bunch of people in America, but you don't have one relative in Africa. And I don't care if they give you a name. Call the bitch and see if she gonna let you come spend a night. Okay? She's not going to do that. Okay? So with genealogy, you can find out who and what you are. This is the harsh facts. All of us were not slaves. A lot of us were very successful. And a lot of us had land. Well, all of us really did, if you think about it, before the construct of the government. But most of us owned land, and it was stolen from us via the KKK, the Great Migration, the Trail of Tears, all of this stuff we have. And we so busy being blinded by reparations for slavery that we don't understand that the real reparations is the land. And that's what we're going to talk about this evening. Y'all pull up tonight, 5 o'clock, Educational Friday. In the building. I'm about to get up off here. We're going to praise break and then Joce up out of here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. It's free. I'm about to praise break and Joce y'all up out of here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you for coming back. Love y'all down to the ground. Peace.
There you go. Where you running at? No music. Where you running? Melodies. Melodies from hell. Oh, Mathis. Oh. What you say? And what you doing? Again, somebody else. Oh, they was about to cut up. They was about to cut up. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?